Professor Despina Strategakos, Interim Chair of the Department of Architecture, will recommend the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in architecture. Professor Strategakos.
Good afternoon, President Tripathi, Dean Shibley, members of the Platform Party, families, friends, colleagues, and graduates. Today, we recognize our graduates as they transition from being our students to being our alumni. This is an important milestone, and we celebrate their scholastic achievement and intellectual maturity. I would like to congratulate the families who have supported our graduates through this exciting and challenging period of their lives, as well as my fellow colleagues, the faculty of the Department of Architecture, who have guided them through their architectural education. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in architecture please stand and remain at your seats? President Tripathi, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all of the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the baccalaureate degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the Council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Lema Al-Gahem, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture and a minor in Environmental Design. Daniel Avalon, graduating magna cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Alyssa Allen Bennett, graduating magna cum laude as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Nicholas Joseph Bogalateri, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Garrett Daniel Brown, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture and a minor in Environmental Design. Dylan Burns, Presidential Scholar and graduate of a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Ingrid Calderon, graduating cum laude with a minor in Environmental Design and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Yamin Chen, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Li Yao Chen, graduating magna cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Rong Chen, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Sadicha Dawaka, graduating summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Elania Meili Dreyer, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in theater and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Justine Jama, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in studio art and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Ali Aldad, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Joshua Andrew Ernie, graduating cum laude with a minor in Environmental Design and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Randy Fernando, graduating cum laude with a minor in studio arts and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Erica Rose Foti, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Asuka Fujita, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Rebecca Nicole Gamera, graduating with a minor in Environmental Design and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Evan Maxwell Glickman, graduating cum laude with a minor in Studio Arts and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Christopher Trent Gomez, graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Kelsey Elizabeth Habla, graduating cum laude with a minor in theater and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Stefan Ray Jackson, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. John Zoe Zhang, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Ushinri Carre, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in Environmental Design and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Lauren Marie Kennedy, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Cassandra Kern, graduating magna cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Daniel Wesley Cleesheet, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in Management and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Lauren Elizabeth Klein, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Quincy James Kazakwa, graduating cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. David Lin, graduating with a minor in Studio Art and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Jonah Michael London, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Kareem Madoud, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Christopher Mikowski, graduating with a minor in Environmental Design and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Emma Margaret McKenney, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Zachary Ryan McCabe, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Kaylee A. McDermott, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Anna Paige Mincius, graduating summa cum laude and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Rachel Marie Moradant, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in Environmental Design and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Ross Craig Moretsky, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Kei Onidara, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Miles Outlaw, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Camila Ramos, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Michael Vincent Regalia, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Marcus Royce, graduating with a minor in Management and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Dylan Russ, graduating with a minor in Environmental Design and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Alexa Arena Russo, graduating cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Andre Santadrio, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Crystal Ann Schomoger, graduating with a minor in Environmental Design and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Siam Shah, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Alexandra Carolyn Sheehan, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in Environmental Design and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Nathaniel Sikora, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Kimberly Terrazina, graduating cum laude with a minor in Environmental Design and a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Daniel Joseph Toplowski, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Kevin James Turner, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in Management and is a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Cody Wilson, graduating cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Veronica Yuki, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Drew Ethan, graduating cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture. And last but not least, Ricardo Luis Rivera, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture.
Professor Samina Raja, Associate Professor of the Department of Urban and Regional Planning, doesn't look anything like Professor Ernie Sternberg, who is the chair of the department. She will, however, be recommending the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in environmental design. Professor Raja.
Welcome and good afternoon to graduates, friends, and family in the audience, and colleagues and guests here on the platform. We are gathered to celebrate the hard work and accomplishments of our graduates, as well as to acknowledge the important support of family, friends, peers, and teachers who have made our graduates' journeys richer. Today marks a new beginning for our graduates. The faculty and staff of the Department of Urban and Regional Planning are full of hope that our graduates will step up and take their place in the world and make it better. Graduates, your individual decision to pursue planning and environmental design is already a testament to your commitment to serve the public interest. You will face some of our cities and regions' greatest challenges, including the persistence of social, economic, and racial injustices. We are certain that your intellectual preparation at UB, hard work, and sense of ethical purpose will help communities overcome their challenge. I conclude with a prayer from Cornel West, modified for planning. May you have the courage to question the powers that be, the courage to be impatient with evil and patient with people, the courage to plan for social justice, to wrestle with despair, yet never allow despair to have the last word in your plans or your zoning codes. Congratulations. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in environmental design please stand and remain at your seats? President Tripathi, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the baccalaureate degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York, and the council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Eric Chambers, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a minor in Architecture. Kyle Michael Fezek, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design. Hakiz Garcia, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design. Christian Blake Gibson, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design. Nicholas Robert Hanna, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design. Rebecca Hazley, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a minor in Sociology. Adriana Angelica Hidaglo, graduating magna cum laude with a minor in Architecture and as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Kelsey Marie Emha, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a minor in Architecture. Frank Christopher Kramer, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design. Alexandra Nkosi Ascot, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design, a Bachelor of Arts in History, and a minor in Architecture. Yu Jong Park, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a minor in Architecture. Deidre Nev Ryan, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a minor in Architecture. Chadwick J. Sargent, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a minor in Geographic Information Systems. Jesus Enrique Villalobos, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a second major in Geography. Mary Kathleen Walsh, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a minor in Architecture. Cassandra Elizabeth Yoakum, graduating cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a second major in Communication. Jelani Anthony Lowe, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a minor in Architecture. Maria Vakil, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design. Amanda Marie Mumford, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design and a minor in Architecture. Diallo Abdullah, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design. Kevin Dogger, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design. Savannah Rose Fidel, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design.
We're going to ask Samina to come back and talk to the graduate students, the Masters of Urban Planning. Samina? Did I miss it? Come on.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Urban Planning please stand and remain at your seats. President Tripathi, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the Master of Urban Planning degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the Council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer upon each of you the Master of Urban Planning degree with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Nathan Craig Aldrich. Bruno Avila Esa de Matus. Aaron Borngraber, graduating with a certificate in historic preservation. Mark Anthony Coleman. Han Du. Eric David Hammer. Emily Hayes, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Mark Hitchcock. Evan Yacobucci, graduating with a certificate in historic preservation and as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Chiu Zhang, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Alexandra Judelson. Tara Kamal Ahmedi. John William Lichtenthal Jr., graduating with a certificate in historic preservation. Trevor James Maciejewski. Camden Miller, graduating with a certificate in historic preservation and as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Sahar Mirzai. Adam Robert Pizarkowitz, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Austin Ross Sanders. David Michael Warner. Shu-Ting Wei.
So this was a test to see if they could switch it up because I missed the order. They did pretty good, huh? So now we're going to invite Professor Strategakos to speak to the presentation of the master's candidates. Despot.
Will the candidates for the master degree please stand and remain at your seat? President Tripathi, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the master's degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the chancellor of the State University of New York and the council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I hereby confer upon each of you the master's degree with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Galia Ajuz. Anahita Ali Asgarian. Olivia Rose Arcara. Leila Asemani. George Thomas Bain. Puyan Bize, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Dean Siafani. Daniel Christopher Collins. Stuti Shitansu Damanya. Jansu Donmez. Brett Matthew Doster. Gregory Seth Dubin. Ryan Dussault. Brian Joseph Fiskus, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Ginny Lynn Gallersdorfer. Nathaniel Heckman, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Michael Curtis Hellaby. Taras Kess, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Andrew Kim. Cortland James Knopp. John Wagner Lynch. Anakit O'Neill Marate, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Edgar Benjamin Martinez. Unati Vinod Masurkar. Jennifer Carol McQuilkin, graduating with a Master of Science in Architecture. Mahan Mehervars, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Matthew John Myers. Eric James Malter. Mehdi Rashed. Argo Bhattacharjee. Caitlin Morgan O'Connell, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Runmei Milind Pathak, graduating as a graduating with a minor in architecture. That's not possible. Amy Elizabeth Plant. William Quintana. Kimberly Allison Sass. Cal L. Schilling. Samira Sheikhol Islami. Carl Scott Stanbro. Kaushik Tunaguntla. Nicholas Andrew Traverse. Rohit Anil Walimbi, graduating as a member of the Tau Sigma Delta National Honor Society. Haitham Mahmoud Daza. Nur Alwan. And Tanya Afros.
Will all the graduates please stand? You may move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2016.
You may be seated. You can retrieve your hats at the back of the room. Congratulations to all our graduates. We'll have an opportunity soon for you to congratulate those who brought you here. But first, at this time, I'd like to present the awards of the school, which will be led by Dr. Corridon Smith. He's our Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and an Associate Professor of Architecture. Corey, please come forward.
Good evening. I'd like to add my congratulations to all the graduates for their accomplishments and recognize those students who have done exceptionally well in their programs. We start with awards for the Department of Urban and Regional Planning. The first award this evening is the BAED Academic Excellence Award, given in recognition of the highest overall GPA in the environmental design program. With a GPA of 3.75, this award goes to Xiaobo Niu. Xiaobo is not able to be with us this evening, but we did want to acknowledge this great success. The MUP Best Professional Project Award recognizes the highest quality final project in the Department of Urban and Regional Planning. This award goes to Emily Hayes. The MUP Academic Excellence Award is given in recognition of the highest overall GPA in the Master of Urban Planning program for a graduating student. With a GPA of 3.96. This award goes to Camden Miller. Any guesses who the next award goes to? Camden is also the awardee for the MUP Best Thesis Award. It is given in recognition of the highest quality master's thesis in the Department of Urban and Regional Planning. Congratulations. I would now like to call upon our representative from the Western New York section of the American Planning Association, Jonathan Bluer, to present the AICP Planning Excellence Award. Jonathan is director of the Western New York section of the American Planning Association, a member of the American Institute of Certified Planners, and an alumnus of the UB School of Architecture and Planning. He earned his Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Design in 2010, and a Master of Urban Planning in 2012. He currently works as a planner with the town of Clarence. Please welcome me.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. On behalf of the Western New York section of the American Planning Association, it is a pleasure to extend our greetings and best wishes to all of the 2016 graduates. The American Planning Association is an independent, not-for-profit educational organization that provides leadership in the development of vital communities by advocating excellence in community planning, promoting education and citizen empowerment, and providing the tools and support necessary to meet the challenges of growth and change. APA is governed by a national organization, state chapters, and regional divisions. As you embark on your planning career, we encourage you to remain an active member of APA. It will serve as your connection to the planning community. APA provides access to a diverse network of peers and opportunities to continue your professional development. The connections you make through APA will open doors that will help shape your career. Will Nathan Aldridge please come forward and join me at the podium? Better known as Nate the Great. The American Institute of Certified Planners is APA's professional institute providing recognized leadership nationwide in the certification of professional planners, ethics, professional development, planning education, and the standards of planning practice. Upon the nomination of the graduate faculty in the Department of Urban and Regional Planning, I am pleased to present to you the American Institute of Certified Planners Award, which is presented to the student who exemplifies high standards of professional and school leadership. Congratulations on your achievement.
I now have the pleasure of presenting awards for the architecture program. The first award to be presented is the Undergraduate Academic Excellence Award in Architecture, recognizing the highest overall GPA of a graduating senior in the Department of Architecture. With a GPA of 3.87, this award is given to Sadiksha Dakwa. Alpha Rho Chi, the National Professional Co-ed Fraternity for Architecture and the Allied Arts, has promoted the profession of architecture by encouraging students to excel. To honor their achievements, the Alpha Rho Chi Medal is offered each year to over 100 schools of architecture, whose faculty select a graduating senior they feel best exemplifies the qualities of professionalism in leadership, service, and merit through his or her attitude and personality. This year, we are awarding 2 Alpha Rho Chi medals. They are awarded to Rachel Mordaunt and Alex Sheehan. The Chair's Award for Excellence in the Master of Architecture program is given in recognition of consistent, high-caliber design work performed in design studios. This year's Chair's Award goes to Mahan Mervars. The Art King Student Medal of Excellence in Architectural and Environmental Design Research is given to one graduate student for an outstanding graduate thesis and acknowledges innovation, integrity, and scholarship in architecture and/or environmental design research. This award goes to Carl Stanbro. Read your email, Carl. The Henry Adams Certificate of Merit and Gold Medal of Honor are awarded by the American Institute of Architects. Mr. Timothy Ryder is here today as a representative of the Buffalo, Western New York chapter of the AIA to present 2 awards to our graduates. He is an alum with a 1996 Bachelor of Professional Studies degree. I'd like to ask Mr. Ryder to come forward to present the Henry Adams Awards.
Good evening. Each year, the American Institute of Architecture recognizes the top academic performers in each accredited school of architecture in the country. The award goes to those first professional degree candidates in the Department of Architecture who hold the first and second highest cumulative grade point averages. In addition to the awards, the department has continued the tradition started by Professor Emeritus William S. Huff of presenting each awardee a book about Henry Adams. The Henry Adams Certificate of Merit and the book, The Education of Henry Adams, is awarded to Therese Kess with the second highest GPA of 3.942. The Henry Adams Gold Medal, Certificate, and the book, Mont Saint Michel, is awarded to Mahan Mervars with the highest GPA of 3.968. Congratulations to both students.
Our last section of awards are given school-wide. The newest addition to our list of academic honors for the school is the Tau Sigma Delta, the National Academic Honor Society for Architecture and Allied Arts, representing the top 20% highest achieving undergraduate students. Students wearing the white stole today have been inducted into this honor society. Please join me in recognizing these students. The R. Buckminster Fuller Award was created and sponsored by the Friends of the Buffalo School of Architecture and Planning in recognition of extraordinary innovation and inventiveness in design. This year's award goes to Kelly Mosher. She's been wondering why for the past hour she's sitting in the front row. The Dean's Certificate is awarded in recognition of highest achievement to a graduating student in the School of Architecture and Planning. The student who stands out as exemplary for the Dean's Certificate this year is Evan Yakabuchi. The most prestigious award given in the School of Architecture and Planning is the Fred Wallace Bronco Fellowship. This endowed fellowship is appointed on the basis of academic excellence, creative excellence, and superior character. The Bronco Fellow assists in designing and editing our annual Intersite publication that displays the best work by students enrolled in the school. Today, I'm very pleased to announce the new Bronco Fellow is Michaela Barker. I'd like to call upon Taurus Kess, President of the Architecture Graduate Student Association, along with Michael Tuzo and Michaela Barker, to come forward to present the Gary Day Award.
Each year, it is the Architecture Graduate Student Association's pleasure to present an award to honor an outstanding graduate professor in the Department of Architecture. The Gary Day Award, originally created in honor of past Buffalo architecture professor Gary Day, is given to an individual who embodies remarkable dedication, leadership, and sincere devotion to his or her students in and out of academic realm. This year, the graduate student body has the distinct privilege of honoring Dr. Nicholas Rajkovic with the Gary Day Award.
Graduation is a time when everyone is celebrating a major life achievement. You walk across this stage and receive a piece of paper that is supposed to propel you into the professional world. The piece of paper will help you get a job, or it can help you continue to get other pieces of paper. That piece of paper, however, only represents half of your education. This is not a groundbreaking truth, but it is something that from time to time we forget or overlook. Dr. Nicholas Bly Rakovich, AIA, LEAD, has many pieces of paper. He has attended many graduations and has enough paper to get him in the door just about anywhere. Nick, however, is not standing here receiving this award because of what he is on paper. The students presently in this room and back in Crosby Hall did not select him for the Gary Day Award because he had the best resume. Nick is standing here because he makes the most of the other half of his education. Nicholas Rakovich, the person, is someone we can all look up to. The caring commitment that Nick provides for his students, his colleagues, his friends, and his family is something that is not written in his resume or in his online bio, but instead shows within his everyday interactions with people. In only 2 years at the University at Buffalo, Nick has taken multiple studios out to dinner, driven buses to Albany in Canada so that his students can make new contacts and present their projects to a wide variety of audiences. He started the Aicp student chapter here at the university. He volunteered hundreds of late night hours in Tonawanda to complete the Grow Home, and he found a way to employ 4 graduate students on a small research grant and countless other acts that prove Nick's unselfish commitment to his students. The characteristics that we, the student body, admire most about Nick are not those listed on paper, but the intangibles that make him the ideal professor, role model, and friend. His humble, professional, caring, and insightful outlook on life is why this year the Architecture Graduate Student Association is honoring Dr. Nicholas Rakovich with the 2016 Gary Day Award. didn't cry. Thank you for teaching us that the piece of paper you receive at graduation means nothing unless there's a good person holding it up. Thank you for always looking out for us and for showing us how to not only be a great professional, but more importantly, a great person. So in addition to receiving another award, another piece of paper, we have built for you a solar buffalo to represent your commitment to resilient design and architecture and planning. So one more thing. So below the nameplate is an actual solar panel, which means that this plaque may be used to charge your phone. It is impossible to thank you for everything you've given us, but we hope this can serve as a reminder that we recognize and appreciate what you do for us. So congratulations.
Thank you, Tara, Mike, Michaela, and congratulations to all of our awardees this year. I'd now like to call upon Kellie Dixon, who is an alumnus who will speak to us and our graduates on behalf of the thousands of alumni that preceded you. Kellie.
Thank you, Dean Shibley. And thank you very much for having me here with you this evening, and a big congratulations to this year's graduates at the School of Architecture and Planning. It's a wonderful honor to be here tonight to witness the culmination of your academic achievements and to just be able to celebrate with you. When I was asked to give this address, it made me pause and realize that it's actually been about 10 years since I was sitting where you are now. And given that I realized a whole decade had gone by, it naturally got me thinking about the notion of time, the different ways we think of time, how we measure it, and even the way the passage of time can feel differently to us at various points in our lives, even from day to day. And coincidentally, a few days later, I was listening to the radio, and a story came on NPR related to time that talked about what happens in a 2016 Internet Minute. So I thought I would share a few statistics with you, class of 16, about what happens in a 2016 Internet Minute. According to Larry Kim, founder of the firm WordStream, in one Internet Minute, Instagram users like more than 1 million photos, Twitter users tweet more than 347,000 times, Snapchat users share more than 300,000 snaps, Vine users view more than 1 million videos, and Pinterest pinners pin, say that 3 times fast, nearly 10,000 images. And when I heard those statistics over the radio, my mind was a little blown. We know we live in a fast-paced world, but hearing those numbers really hit home. And that's a challenge for us, and that includes you, the new alumni at the University of Buffalo, and our challenge is this. We know that city building and placemaking doesn't happen in an Internet Minute. And in the case of Buffalo, it took us nearly 40 years to arrive where we are today, and while we are experiencing a very exciting renaissance as of late, it will likely take us another 40 years to really comprehensively regenerate this city and region. But the good news is that the 21st century is the century of cities, which you may have heard in some of your coursework. And the United Nations estimates that today 54% of the world's population lives in urban centers, and that number is only projected to grow to 67% by 2050. And so that's a tremendous opportunity for you, the future city and community builders and placemakers. But I'd like you to remember and consider this. You will do your best placemaking when you are deliberately collaborating with others. Now, you've worked with each other with presentations on projects and certainly in your studio work, and we know that sometimes working with others is easy and sometimes it's not so easy. But it is essential in our work and in our quest to create great places. And so I urge you to expand your collaboration intent as you enter your professional careers and ensure that public, nonprofit, and private sector representatives are a part of your tent, or if you're a foodie, they're with you at your table. And as architects and planners, in addition to collaborating with the usual suspects, engineers and the like, I'd also like you to consider to reach out to technology experts in this age of the smart city. This is happening so rapidly, particularly in our field in just the past year, and we now have technology experts in the private sector partnering up with public sector entities to install all sorts of sensory technology in our buildings, in our street lighting systems, and in our infrastructure. And it's imperative that you as architects and planners are part of that and influence this future development in the right ways. About 4 years ago, I was fortunate to become involved with the One Region Forward effort, which you heard about from Dean Shibley earlier, which developed the region's first federally recognized regional plan for sustainable development. But it also established something else which speaks to the key people that need to be a part of your collaboration tent or table, and that's your fellow citizens. The Citizen Planning School component of the One Region Forward piece and effort is the one element that I and many of those that worked on the initiative are most proud of. And furthermore, I'm so very thankful that it has continued on and found a home here through the efforts of the faculty, students, and staff at the University of Buffalo School of Architecture and Planning. With so much happening in an internet minute, and with all the noise and distractions out there, community engagement and outreach is challenging. But we can learn so much and make our end product that much better by deliberately engaging citizens and in turn an engaged citizenry, whether that end project is a new building, a revitalized building, or an entire plan for a community. At the end of a recent interview, I was asked by a reporter, why did I enter the field of urban planning? And the question actually caught me off guard a little bit. Sometimes life gets busy, and unfortunately, I hadn't thought about that in a long time. But for me, it was a citizen named Amelio. 2 decades ago, I found myself riding the bus with newly resettled refugees in my hometown of Syracuse, New York, to make sure they understood how to navigate the system successfully on their own. Amelio was a very interesting older Cuban gentleman, a real spitfire, taught himself English, and was delighted to land his first job in the United States. And he needed to leave his apartment at 7 p.m. every day to take 2 buses in order to arrive on time for his 10 p.m. shift start as a nighttime janitor at an area college in Syracuse. And then he, of course, had to turn around and do that same trip in reverse when his shift was over. And so as I was during one of those bus rides with Amelio, as I was thinking about his 14-hour day for 8 hours of pay, that there has to be a better way to plan communities and cities for Amelio and the thousands like him who are struggling and just trying to attain a better quality of life for themselves and their family. And so in closing, I ask you, what brought you here today? Think about it, don't forget it, and whoever or whatever it was or is, I'm glad for it because we need you and what you learned here at the School of Architecture and Planning to build a better Buffalo and better cities and communities across this country and around the world. So congratulations again, and best of luck to you all.
We're going to finish another one right on time, 2 hours, almost to the minute. Colleagues, we live in extraordinary and challenging times. You've heard that over and over and over again. Probably the very best advice you got tonight was from Toshiko Mori, when essentially, I think I heard her say, you aren't beat until you quit. You aren't beat until you quit. There's no such thing as defeat if you don't quit. And carrying forward the kind of principles and engagements that you've learned here has established a condition where you understand that what's coming at you is uncertain. We don't know. What we've tried to do is establish an environment where you get a hold of it and you determine what's next, internal to your life and your direction. It's up to you. And we think you're ready. That's why we conferred the degree. You're ready. So we wish you well on the adventures ahead. It's going to be fun. You know that the problems you're going to face aren't designed to fit the parameters of any self-bounding disciplines. Planning will not look the same 20 years from now when you are in the heart and heat and depth of your practice. Architecture will not look the same. But you're ready to make it what it should be, what it has to be, to mitigate and adapt to the ravages of climate change, to prepare for and address the issues of inequity in our world. You are ready, and we're proud of you. Now, what I'd like to do is try something a little different tonight. I'd like all the graduates to please stand, like almost at attention. And this is a real test. Now I want you to turn to the left, my left. Turn. And when I say 3, I want you to say thank you to everybody on this side of the room, really loud. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, turn to the back. And when I say 3, say thank you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, loud. You can do better than that. I know you can. To the right. Thank you. Really loud, mean it. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. We certainly celebrate your individual achievements today, but as we do this, I request that you not forget those who helped you come as far and as fast as you have. Most importantly are the friends, spouses, partners, siblings, loved ones of all sorts, and especially your parents, the ones you all just said thank you to. They have shaped you, supported you, and guided you through the best and worst of times in ways we can't begin to recount. But we can be grateful for their loaning you to us for a short period of time and giving us hope in the future of this planet. So thank you, parents, friends, spouses, children. We have another couple of thank yous to offer. Over here in the audience, we have some staff. I'd like you to all stand up, please. The staff in the audience. For the last 2, 4, 5.5, 6, 7, 8 years, for some of you, these folks get up every morning thinking about how to make life good for you. And I personally thank them for their efforts, but I also want the faculty and staff behind me to also please stand. Wait. Okay, all right. So I want you to know that all of these guys standing down here were invited to sit up here, but they thought they had a better view down there. Thank you, and thank you, folks. So the faculty and staff of the Buffalo School of Architecture and Planning have supported you and guided you and shared their gifts with you. Many of the faculty and staff and the platform in the audience are to be congratulated and thanked as part of your success. Finally, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. It's an important moment in the lives of our graduates, in the life of the Buffalo School of Architecture and Planning, and in the life of the Buffalo-Niagara region. Take time to celebrate and know the work of building the school and planning continues, and our shared work of building a civilization worthy of the gifts of our planet also goes on. I hope you can greet each day with gratitude for the gifts of life on this planet, with grief for the violence we do to such gifts, and with active hope as you work for the future. As we end this time together, please remain seated until the platform party and the graduates have exited. There is a reception in the atrium immediately following, and we'll do the Harry Potter thing for a little longer so you can have the photographs that you'd like. And the reception in the atrium immediately after the conclusion. Please join us and thank you again for being part of our 44th commencement of the School of Architecture and Planning. Professor Taylor will now close the ceremony in what I know will be a spectacular performance.
Thank you. I declare this 2016 commencement of the University at Buffalo to be officially concluded.